Today, you're going to find out a plugin that you wish you had sooner, because the fact that it can create any type of reverb and spatial texture makes it almost like having all the reverbs you currently own all in one powerful tool. Let's get started. The plugin we're covering today is Iridia, and at first glance you might not even realize what this is or what it does. But it's actually a lot simpler than you might think, because this is just a granular reverb that uses any sample you might upload to create spatial textures instead of simulating a physical room like most traditional reverbs. And what this means is that it can not only behave like a room, all or plate reverb and etc. if you upload acoustic samples that might emulate those spaces, but it also opens the doors to endless possibilities, where you can upload literally any sound with particular properties that you might find interesting and turn them into the backbone of your reverberant space. I'll show you what that means in a second, but first let's go through the basics and how Iridia works. The first thing you'll need to know about this reverb is that it requires you to upload samples before creating any reverberation. You can think about this like an empty box in which you will need to fill it with something for it to work, because if it doesn't have samples, it will just play your dry sound as it is. And that's exactly what the sample section at the top left corner is for. Here you can load, clear, navigate and listen to your samples. For the purpose of demonstration, I will load a few metallic and resonant ringing sounds into it, so you can follow along and understand how these samples will translate to the properties of the reverb. So these are the sounds that will be used by Iridia to create our reverb. But at this point, as you can tell by the still empty central section of the plugin, your box is still empty and it will still be playing your sounds dry. That's because you'll need to press the plot button for everything to be processed together into a cohesive spatial environment that will bring your reverb properties to the canvas and transform how you visualize the plugin. Now, as you can see, the central area is filled with different colors and textures, and this is the core feature in Iridia, your canvas. Every sample you had uploaded has now been analyzed and grouped into clusters across different regions based on specified parameters, what means that every color and region is essentially a different space texture, and you can actually draw paths in the canvas to morph between regions, causing your reverb properties to change over time. And this is pretty cool. You can think of it as like automating from one reverb to another. So I could start here and then draw a line across all these different regions, causing you to hear the reverb shifting in real time. This is nothing like any other reverb out there, and what makes it unique is that it enables you not only to get unique reverb textures, but also to morph between different spaces over time, which can be pretty cool for sound design and creative applications. To customize where the sounds land in your canvas, you can change how the samples get analyzed in the analysis section. This will group them by the specified parameters and unlock different combinations in your canvas. For example, if I want to group them by pitch, I think that could be pretty interesting here to make my resonant reverb go from a deep tone to a high tone as I draw a path through the canvas. But that's not all. Instead of drawing paths, you can also select region mode in the top right corner to draw an area around the desired region that will pull relevant grains from inside it. And below it, in the bottom right corner, we also have a few parameters that are related to granular synthesis, such as separation, size, pitch and reverse, plus decay, width and tail that are related to the depth and stereo field of the granular synthesis. There's also a wet and dry knob, just as you would expect from any other reverb. So these are all the basic parameters in Iridia, but if you want to take things even further, then it also offers a few drawable curves that will shape how the reverb reacts over time. There's a frequency, amplitude and position graph for you to tweak in relation to time, and you can hear how those changes will translate to your sound by clicking here. Then you also have an integrated filter available to you if needed. You should be aware that choosing the right samples will be crucial to get you to the right sounds, but through exploration and interaction, you'll be able to do a lot of cool stuff here. If I change my sample library now, the result will be significantly different even if all the settings remain unchanged, because it will be like applying a total different reverb to your sounds. So if I needed a room reverb, I could just get samples from a free public library and load them into Iridia. And the same goes for hall, chamber, or even a plate reverb. And that's the cool thing about Iridia. You aren't stuck to one reverb type, and you have so much flexibility to try different things and combinations all in one unit. The fact that you can draw and have lots of fun with it is also a big plus if you ask me, but this is just such a powerful tool and you can use it in any occasion. If you want to try the plugin yourself, then there's a free demo available to you. All you need to do is tap the link in the description and download it. If you found this helpful, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe, and I want to know, did you realize that this plugin uses AI and machine learning to function? What do you think about AI in audio plugins? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.